Aloha, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Tutu at the Aloha Food Forest on December 4th, 2020. It's a beautiful morning. The sky's been very clear. Look at big old oak tree here. And there's an ash tree behind or next to the oak. Here's the oak. It's huge. It's more than 100 years old. Look, it looks like it has a face. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it like it has a face and we have a sign right on its nose. Oh, that's so funny. I think I'll take that sign off. It's hilarious. But also, oak has these beautiful eyes that make you feel like she's really alive. Or she's watching you, rather. Do you see those eyes there? It looks like eyes. They're really just places where the branches were cut off, and those are how they healed. But isn't that funny how they look like eyes? So funny. But yeah, it's a beautiful tree. And this is really like the crown of Aloha Food Forest, is this tree. And I gotta take that sign off, that's hilarious. But here are the old oak tree swings that were here when we first got here. There were some rope swings too, but I've tied them up so they don't get anyone hurt. Yes. So, and here's the old orange tree that is at least 50, probably 60 years old, and still making oranges and still beautiful. So that's what I love about food forests, these old trees. Oh, and here's a young tree I've added. This is a young guava, white guava that makes delicious little fruits. And this is our area that we have for a meadow. We've had this as a meadow, like a seed garden in here. And I have it in 4 quarters now, so I have a little path going east and west and another path going north and south. And this is where we grow a lot of herbs and put in new seedlings, and this gets good full sun around here. But I wanted to show you the pecan tree, which is also one of the amazing parts of Aloha Food Forest. This tree that gives us pecans every year. And also, all of this, since I wanted to point out to you that it is a deciduous tree. Oh, you can see the little birds up there. And we talk about deciduous trees in Food Forest University and evergreen trees and how they're both good to have in the garden. And the good things about the deciduous trees are, look, they make a lot of leaf mulch for you on your ground. And this is so wonderful because it turns into soil and makes the soil healthier and healthier as each year goes by. Plus, then you see how there's sunshine down here? This also is warming the soil. So that's a really nice feature of the deciduous trees. And you can grow like onions and garlic underneath the tree, or lettuces, little herbs underneath the tree in the winter time, because this area is a little bit more protected from wind, because you may see the tree overhead is blocking heavy winds. So that's another nice feature of the deciduous tree. So I just wanted to show you how beautiful a pecan tree is. Let's see, and we actually have 2 of them. This one here is the main one. And I figure this one is probably 40 years old too. I'm just guesstimating, but this backyard is 60 years old. So it's a beautiful tree. I love the golden leaves. And then this one might be a seedling. I'm pretty sure it is. And it was much younger. It's much younger than this one. In fact, it put out its first nuts after we were here. So it was quite big, and I still wasn't sure it was a pecan tree until it put out the nuts. But anyway, so here's a seedling, and these are the pecan trees, and they're just so lovely. So lovely. And the birds can come up here, and then they can do whatever they do. It's so fun. And then here's an evergreen tree. This one is called a guava plum, and it has not fruited yet. It's getting rather old, so we'll see if it's going to fruit. I planted this one here. It's probably 6 years old or 5 years old. So we'll see. But yeah, and here is another area that we had 3 trees just like almost burned down one day. 2 almonds and an apple right through here this summer. It just got so hot it fried the trees right in a row. So anyway, we have this like all in Swiss chard, which is fun. And I just seeded it with carrot seeds, so when the rains come, it will grow a lot of carrots all around in here, which will be fun. Yes. And our fig trees are deciduous. You see that? It's too cold for them to hold onto those leaves right now. And here's the medicine wheel. So cute. Oh, this is our meditation spot. And also we can see the directions, north and south. So right now we are facing north. I'm standing on the south side of the medicine wheel. And off to our left we have the west, and to the right the east. So it's fun to have the directions too. So yeah. So more old trees and young trees. And back over there we have raspberries growing. And blackberries along back in there. And I'm just continuing to plant avocados. So, yeah, it's a beautiful morning here. The birds are enjoying themselves. So, it's wonderful to live in such a beautiful place. So if you want to learn more about this food forest, you can check out alohafoodforest.com. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Aloha!